Let me know when we're live.
And we are live.
All right. Hello everyone, and welcome to our regular Monday night sessions. I don't think we had any questions today. We did just finish up one of our challenges on Saturday. And some of our students were in there. So a lot of questions were answered on that challenge. So yeah, maybe that's why we don't have any questions today. So me and Taina are gonna just talk. And then again, if any of our students are here with us, or anybody who isn't our student, here watching and you guys have a question, feel free to ask it in the comment section. Me and Tina will try our best to make sure that we pay attention to that so that we do answer your questions. But the floor is open. If you do have any questions that you want answered, we are here and willing to share. So the topic we want to talk about today, because we feel like this is kind of a a very popular talked about topic is just remote work, and how Airbnb can be a remote job or can be remote work for you, without it being a job because it's your own business, right? So work from home business without you being so hands off. And Just before we get into some of that, we actually do have we have created an automated cleaning and management academy, for those of you who maybe have Airbnbs already. And a lot of people don't want to give up control. Like we, for instance, don't want to give up full control of our properties to like a property management company, because property management companies take full control of your properties and then just do whatever they want with it. So property management companies are very scary for a lot of people. So if you're wanting, that control of your properties while still being hands off, we have created an academy, or I guess people like to say, a lot of people understand online course, but we've created one as well, so that you can get those step-by-step modules, and you can start to automate your business, without being so hands off, but still having that control, if that makes sense. So if you're interested in that, we also have some other things that we offer, but I just wanted to throw that in there. If you're interested in that, maybe you have a couple properties already and you want to learn how to automate, let us know in the comments. But if you don't have any properties, me and Taina tonight are going to drop some gems of just like some of the most important things you need to do in order to start automating, or how you can have your business automated and so that you can work from home. So Taina is a stay-at-home mom. She works from home, and I'll let Taina speak to it, but she runs a bunch of Airbnbs from Florida in New York. So she is living proof that if you are a mom, if you want to work from home, that you can do it even from another state. I am not a mom, but I am a woman and I work from home, and I manage my Airbnbs. It's all managed remotely. We don't have to go to the properties at all unless we want to. So, Taina, what are some, I guess, if you can think of number one thing that you would need to have in place in order to automate your Airbnb so that it can be completely remote, what is the number one thing you think that people should start with in order to start automating?
Um, it could be I have like a top two, but I guess the number one would be having a cleaner, having a housekeeper. Um, that's really the biggest part of being able to not have to step foot into our places.
Yep.
Everybody can accept guests and accept reservations and things like that, but you can only do that if you have somebody in place or a system in place to get the room prepared for the next person who made a reservation. If you're not able to get the rooms cleaned or the house cleaned, then you cannot welcome anybody else, because who wants to come into a dirty place, and that's not comfortable at all. You'll get complaints, and it's not right. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to be happy. We want our guests to be happy. So we got to get those rooms cleaned. I think that was really
what percentage do you think is like out of 100 a cleaner as far as importance goes?
Or
I guess importance as to the automation process goes.
I mean, I think it's like 50% of being able to automate your business. Because if you don't have a cleaner, if you don't have somebody who's doing it for you, you have to do it. That's the only other person, right? So it's the most important part. Everybody, like at the end of the day, you have to have a clean space. Everybody wants a clean space. With COVID happening, that was like top priority. Airbnb even had a list of things to make sure that you were cleaning to their standard, to a standard for everybody. So
and like definitely cleaners are super important. Reliable cleaners are super important.
Reliable, yeah.
I know that like people, for instance, like we're giving Airbnb and just like vacation rentals so much flack because they're like, cleaning fees are so high. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I still have to I still have to do the laundry and put the laundry away and make the bed and clean my whole room. Like, why do I have to clean on top of a cleaning fee? So having finding a cleaner that understands the process and can clean for you without, I guess, having to put too much in the guest's hand, super, super important, because that's when people start to get mad.
Yeah. I mean, also coming from a guest point of view, like you have to, well, not really a guest, but from a host to a guest, like we pay the cleaner, right? That's how we're able to automate things and make sure that everything is done like to the T, right? This isn't something that we do professionally. So there are some things that might not resonate with us, or might not come to our mind to think about, like, oh, maybe I should check under this couch and make sure that nothing's under there. Or maybe I should just clean, behind the toilet where nobody ever looks. Like, you know what I mean? That's not something that I automatically think of, like, yeah, somebody's going to look there, so let me just clean it. But a housekeeper, somebody who does this professionally, they do it to the best of their ability. They've done it for, a long time, and they're good at what they do. So they do those little things. They take care of the little details that do matter at the end of the day.
So what do you have to say to people that are like, I can't afford a cleaner? Like, I can't, like the cost of getting a cleaner and running, I would make no profit. So what would you say to that as far as like, just like cleaning goes?
Well, the great thing about Airbnb is that a cleaning fee is included in the total that the guest pays. So in reality, it does not come out of our pocket. We are not paying the cleaner. The guests are paying the cleaner. Yeah. So, I mean, that's like most people don't think about that, right? Most people don't know that.
That's a gem. That's a gem for sure. For those of you that don't have an Airbnb, for those of you that do have an Airbnb and you're afraid to charge that cleaning fee because you're afraid people won't book, it's like, you don't have to charge a cleaning fee if you don't want to, but you're also, if you don't charge that cleaning fee, you're I guess giving up your freedom too. You want to charge that cleaning fee. Cleaning fees are not that much. It's a one-time fee. It's, and if you understand the process like we do, we can guide you as to what cleaning fee makes sense, because there are some cleaners that can overcharge, and that's when you won't get guests. But we kind of we know the basic baseline of what a cleaning fee should be as far as like rooms and even whole houses. So definitely important to know exactly what you need to be charging. And there's a way to go about that. So cool. All right. So what's your number 2 as far as importance goes when trying to work from home, turn Airbnb into a remote business?
So the rest of it would go to management, like having somebody who can oversee all the moving parts, who isn't me. I could do it, and I have done it, But in order for me to kind of have hands off, a management person and a couple other things need to be in place. So when I say management, like almost like a property manager, but I wouldn't, what would I even call it?
We call them Airbnb housing managers because we hate the term property managers. Property manager means that they can come in, take over your listing, and you have zero say, zero control. You sign a contract with them and you basically sign your rights over to your place, and then you hope these people make you money. It's a whole thing. So we don't like to use property managers because that's a whole different term. Airbnb housing manager is what we like to call our managers.
Yeah, and that's really somebody who is feet on the ground wherever your Airbnb is at, and they are available for emergency situations, like, you know, if you lose power, if like a breaker flips and somebody has to go over and turn it back on, or you know, if a drain is clogged, or you know, something happens at after hours, right? Not normal business hours, or when a guest checks in and they notice something, you know, you have to get it handled pretty immediately. So that's what the Airbnb housing managers are for. And we also have them in charge of restocking and making sure that everything looks the way it needs to look before a guest arrives. So yeah. And then the other parts of that, right, like is communication. Management doesn't do communication, but I guess you could put communication inside of management. Like they're two separate things, but it really is management of your business, right? We do that. We communicate with guests often throughout the day. We can do it, and that's what allows us to be also remote. You don't have to be meeting people face to face to exchange you know, keys and check-in instructions and you know, directions and things like that. We communicate it from whether we're on a computer or on our phone through the Airbnb app, and it makes it super simple.
Yeah. And that means, I mean, that means everything. Like even the way we pay cleaners, like I've had some cleaners say, hey, can you guys pay me in cash? Unfortunately, we got to pay you in cash. We're not going to be able to work with you because, you know, it's super important for us to be able to do this remotely. You know, you want to make sure that everything, it can be done electronically. And that is super important. And also just like how you said, inventory, I think inventory and stocking stuff is the third most important. And that's what management and cleaning does. But if you have everything you need on site, you never have to, I mean, people don't really have to do much running around for you, which makes your business easy and simple to automate. So that is super important. And we have those guidelines, we have those checklists, we have those steps in order to start automating your business. And honestly, I think that what we're saying, a lot of people don't know. Like I think a lot of people think that Airbnb has to be a full-time job. If you are doing Airbnb, you have to be 100% totally locked into it, and you do at first. I think when you're first getting your place, setting it up, it takes a lot of energy at first. Unless you have that process automated, it might cost you a little bit extra to get furniture and stuff delivered and put in place for you, but it's definitely doable. But if you kind of want to save yourself some money at first and you're kind of setting your Airbnb up, having, you know, doing that might take some energy, but then everything after that is pretty much hands off if you get the proper systems in place with how you said cleaning, management, inventory, figuring out how to do that. And keep up with that. So, and those are things that a lot of people don't know how to do. So if you are interested in doing that in an efficient way that makes sense and that's cost efficient and is not, you know, you're not spending an arm and a leg, let us know in the comments, because it's a remote job, but it's your business. You're not working for anybody else. You're making yourself that money, and then eventually turns passive. where
And that's
yes,
also something that we offer, right?
yeah,
That's one of the programs that we offer. It's actually called Wealth B&B.
yep,
And we came up with this program
yeah,
because we came across a lot of people who do want to be remote, but also want to get started in Airbnb or just real estate in general. And Airbnb is a great way to start off,
yeah,
generating income, getting some money in your pocket so that you can grow a portfolio, and maybe that down the line that does lead to you buying places, buying properties. But Airbnb is a great way to start off, like kind of jumpstart things, if you're one of those people. And we actually have a student who we've done it for. We have a handful of
you
students,
have a
but
few
most
students,
recently,
yeah,
yeah, most recently, we can talk about a student named Tony. He is in the last month and a half has we've given him a portfolio that will be generating him $1 million with all the listings that he's got. And some things that he didn't have to do is he doesn't have to communicate. He didn't have to set up a place. He doesn't have to set up a listing. The only thing that he had to do was to pay us to to do those things, to give him a portfolio that'll be generating him $1 million, and really give us his information so that we can make sure that he's getting paid from that portfolio.
yeah. Yeah,
So
so
that's
the only
pretty
thing he
cool.
has to do is pay bills basically. And that's just I think just rent, and then pay some cleaners. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's 90, we say 97% hands off because there is a 3% that you have to do. And that's just like give us your information, communicate with us so we can get everything set up, and then eventually you're gonna have to fulfill invoices from your management team, from your cleaning team, which is super, super easy. And that's all you have to do literally. And then and speak to Jim about it. So that's it. That's really it. And then so that's one of our advanced programs. We also have another program that we offer. It's a couple levels below that. But it's, say if you just want one place, like if you want us to help you get your first property, so you have no idea what you're doing, you just really want one, you don't really want like 5 6 right now, you just want one, and then you want us to stay on and co-host with you to teach you how to automate, to teach you how to run it, and then after that, after you get your feet under you, you have one, you have income flowing, then after that you can either start finding your own, which we give you the steps how to do that from start to finish, picking up a place, doing everything that we did. We give you step by step how to do that, but it would be you. Or you can be like, hey Jim, I want to upgrade. I want you to pick up 6 places for me. This was super easy. So we have a lot of levels that we offer. We don't just jump and start. We don't want you to, we're not saying you have to come and jump and start at 6 properties when you first sign up. You can if you want. Tony did, and so did a couple of other of our students. But if you're just like, I just want one for now, maybe 2, and then I want you guys to teach me how to run it, and then after that I want to pick up my own, that would be fantastic. We also offer that as well. And we also, like I said, offer that cleaning academy, management academy. If you say you already have an Airbnb or 2, and you kind of want to learn how to do that, that's something we offer. We have so many offers because Jim always says when you solve one problem, another problem might come up. And we have solutions for all of your issues or all of your future mishaps or whatever it is, so that you don't have to deal with that in such, I guess, in a chaotic way. So we have the solutions. You just have to ask about them. And then our next challenge is, I think it is December, I want to say the 19th. So that's our next challenge. That'll be our last challenge of the year. And then we will announce future dates after that. So if you are interested kind of in any of that or anything me and Tina talked about, if you have an Airbnb, if you don't have an Airbnb, if there's something that you want to get into, our challenge is the first place to start. So that is happening December 19th. That is a Tuesday. I think it's 3 weeks. And that'll be, where you kind of get, your first bit of information.
So don't wait. Don't wait. If this is something that you're really, really interested in, do it. Like get started. Get going. Take some action. Because I know everybody's first thing to do when the new year comes around is to make a resolution and talk about the things that they want to change. Why wait until the new year? Like get started now. Because who's nothing is promised, right? We're not promised tomorrow. We could not wake up tomorrow. Something devastating could happen to us tomorrow. If we're doing things now, we're not waiting until whatever happens. So get started. You don't want to miss it. I promise you won't regret it.
Yeah, it'll be the best thing you ever do. I mean, like, what do you have to lose? Literally, we are. It all sounds good. Automated, hands off, remote job, like work from home. I know it's kind of too good to be true. Don't take it from us. Come find out for yourself.
Well, I mean, take it from us though, because like anybody can do it. Like here you have.
Well, I'm saying like go watch our YouTube videos. Like you don't have to believe this video if you don't want to. We have results. We have testimonies, like the real students. So take it from us, but like do your research too. Like we have nothing, everything is totally open, transparent with you on our YouTube page. Look us up. We got reviews. Like just do it. Just do it. Yeah. So
right. And how old are you, Rosa?
You don't know? You're my sister.
I know, but I just want you to say it. I just want you to say it.
I'm 25. I just turned 25.
People might not believe me.
Yeah. I just turned 25 in June. So yeah, I will be 26 next year.
And I am almost 30. But I started doing this right out of my graduating from college. And I'm still able to do it with 3 kids. 3 little tiny kids from home. So I've been doing it a long time, and it's going great. It's been going great, and all we've done is gotten better since then and made the process easier. So we're proof right here, like we're doing it. It's real. And if you have any questions, if you're interested in how to do it, leave a comment. Follow us, watch more of our videos. We're here every Monday. And we just like, I think I never saw women doing the things that we're doing when I was coming up in the Airbnb business, I guess, or remote jobs. Like it wasn't really even a thing to work from home. When I was in school, that wasn't too long ago, but it became a lot more common with COVID. So I think this is pretty cool. Use us to your advantage and get everything that that we're giving. Because it's not going to be available forever, right? We're always getting better and doing different things. So the next time you might see us, if you wait until the new year, we might have some other things on our plate. So don't.
Yeah, spots are limited. That is true. I think not last challenge, but the challenge before that might have been the challenge before that. Jim wasn't accepting any new students. It was completely closed. There was nothing he could do because our spots were so full. And we do give 110% to those who sign up for our programs because we want you guys to get the best result. So if you are wondering, feel free to ask questions, but definitely make 2024 your year for the remote job you were always looking for, being your own business, being your own boss. It's the best thing you could do for you and your future family. So yeah, that's it for now. I think I feel like there's more I want to talk about. But we'll save it for next Monday. Because I have an idea of something I definitely want to talk about as far as software that you can use or the things that we do to help, communicate with your cleaners and your management team and everything, so everything is flowing. So I want to give some gems on that, but I won't do it today. Tina, did we have any questions from any of our students in the chat box
no questions, but Alice said hi. Alice, we see you.
Hi, Alice.
And for the Thursday night sessions with Jim, he actually does them live on YouTube. So you haven't been locked out. We are just on a different platform. So
Yeah.
tune in on Thursday on YouTube and you'll
Yeah.
be able to see Jim live.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was great. This was super, super informative, I'm sure, for everyone. And also if you're a student of ours, and if you're wondering about everything I was just talking about, reach out to us. Because I'm not just talking to people that aren't our students or don't have Airbnbs. I'm talking to you guys. If you guys want, to be more hands off as well, feel free to message us and ask us more about that. Even with the Cleaning and Automation Academy, it's something that we want to share with you guys. So just ask us about that, and so that you can find your next steps. Okay. All right. That is all we have for tonight. The next time we see you guys, it will be almost Christmas time. So make sure you guys get your Christmas shopping done. I haven't even gotten my Christmas tree up, which is like, I'm super disappointed in myself because I like to put it up like beginning of November. I know. Listen, I live in Michigan, kind of lives in Florida, so they can go out and get a Christmas tree whenever. It's been snowing here and it's been super cold, so I just haven't even been wanting to leave the house. But everyone, make sure you get your Christmas shopping done. And I think that's it. If you're also wondering maybe about holidays and how to manage them as far as Airbnb and pricing goes, check out our last YouTube video from was it 2 Mondays ago? We talked a lot about holiday pricing and what to do. Sometimes this could be a slow season for people. Sometimes this could be a peak season for people. You want to pay attention to the trends. So if you're kind of wondering about that and how to manage that going into Christmas and New Year's, even Valentine's Day, go back and watch that video from 2 Mondays ago, because it will definitely help as far as, if anybody's experiencing anything weird right now. So that's it. That's all I have. Tina, did you have anything else?
Nope. Andre, I see you said that you are interested. And I also see Anthony here, Anthony Dixon. Hi, hello. Thanks for watching. We will leave a link in the comments after this video, after this live is finished. So you guys will be able to get the link to the challenge and a little bit more information about how to go about the next steps if that's something that you're interested in. So I will leave that in the comment section after we finish this live.
Yeah.
All right. And that's it.
All right. I am gonna make some dinner and we will see you guys next Monday, 5:45, 6 o'clock we'll be here. So if anything changes, we'll let you know. But for now, we'll